guys, welcome back to another episode of Three with NGK. I'm Nicole.
I'm Grace.
I'm Karina.
And we've got the lovely to the left, Toy, joining us. I don't think I'll do justice. I want you to introduce yourself. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Oh boy, well, my name is Toy. I'm from Toronto. And I'm a singer, songwriter, performer, and musipreneur.
Gee.
Yeah.
Musipreneur, that's a new one.
Musipreneur, baby.
I'm digging that. Okay, musipreneur. All right. Is that a thing or are you just like on the fly?
I feel like it's becoming a thing. I've heard it used from a few different people, and it really just identifies people that are entrepreneurs in the music space.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's
and
dope.
guys, we're doing something a little bit different today. We got
Different.
Bobbi, okay?
Oh.
Bobbi's all the way in London right now, all right? Bobbi, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are.
So I'm Bobbi London, from London. I'm a rapper, I'm a DJ, engineer. I do all across the board basically. I'm just here representing for Toya today.
I love it. So you're saying if we come to the UK, you got us, right?
Got you. I got you.
Hey, he got us.
Easy.
Okay, Bobbi. Honestly, thanks
I
for
love
tuning
it.
in. Thanks for tuning in. What time is it there right now, Bobbi?
It is 12:23 a.m.
12:23 a.m. Look at Bobbi calling in right now to Zoom. Shout out to you for joining us, man. Appreciate you being here. Tell us a bit about yourself. Anything else you want to share?
Not really right now. I'm looking forward to this chat.
All right, let's go. All right, let's get into it. So I got questions for both of y'all. You guys can take turns answering it. You know,
Yes,
whoever wants to jump in, jump in. How long have you been making music?
Oh God. So music has always been a part of my life since I was a baby. Like I have pictures with microphones stuffed in my mouth. Been performing since I was a young girl in elementary school. My first solo performance was singing Colors of the Wind from
I love that one.
from the Disney Pocahontas movie. Yes. And I've just been doing it ever since.
Okay.
So what about you, Bobbi?
I started when I was like, say 13, 14. Just rapping, writing songs, or trying to. And mainly at the time, it was all like 50 Cent, Ja Rule. I used to listen to like a bit of like older stuff that my dad used to bring back from America. So like Wu-Tang, and, stuff like that, Biggie's, the Tupacs. And then just over time, I just grew into it a bit more, but I liked everything to do with music, production, DJing, the engineering side, like everything sonically, and then got more into songwriting, and then it's kind of got into education with it as well. And that was it really, and just music's just been a major part of my life. So I just continued from there. Literally, as soon as I knew I had the ability to do it, it was up,
No turning back from there. Okay, that's dope. Where do you guys draw your inspiration?
Oh God. So life. I know it sounds like a typical answer, but it's just there are so many things, and with Bobbi even talking about education. So I'm studying it. I'm finally in my final year of university for my music BA.
Hey,
School has been a long journey, but I'm finally in my final year.
It's not a race, It's not a race. You take your time and you get it done.
It's not a race. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm on the verge of having it done, so it's really exciting. And things that I'm learning there are really inspiring. You're studying and get to understand things about soundscapes and music therapy, and wind can be inspiring.
Yes.
The sound of a tap running can be inspiring.
Yeah.
Anger is inspiring.
That's right. That's right.
So it's really an outlet. It's an art that you can draw inspiration from anything that's around you.
Right.
So I really love engaging with it in that way.
I love it.
Awesome. Bobbi, your turn.
You said inspiration, right?
Yeah. Where do you draw your inspiration?
I'm kind of different in the sense of when I listen to music, I listen to music for enjoyment. So when I make music, I don't really like to go to deep places. So because I don't like to confuse the two, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for me, like, I think the other day someone was asking me, like, do you like the Drake album? I said, yeah, I do, but I don't like the depths of it because it's depressing. It's not me, you know. I want to get lit.
You can't hear it and enjoy the music because you're just like, damn, this is too
like,
deep for enjoyment.
It's an emotional album.
It's
like,
very emotional.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with the title like Certified Lover Boy, I'm sorry, you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
It's Drake. He's Drake.
And Drake has always been known to do that.
That light skin.
And I remember, like, when I listened to the album, just like you, that was the first thing I thought. I was like, oh my god, I want to listen to this. But like, I was ready to, you know, I was like, oh, let me turn up. It's like, it was midnight. We had girls over. Yeah. And then we're just like, okay, maybe not this album tonight. Y'all gonna listen to it on your. Everybody's gonna listen to it at their own time.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I definitely get that.
I just have, like, to segue for a second. I don't know if you remember this, but I actually used to write music back in the day, and Toy was the first person. I was like, how do you write music? Like, I used to sing. I used to do a little studio thing, and I asked her, I'm like, how do you
have
sing?
some high notes. That's true. You could actually sing. That's true.
She was who helped me write my first song ever. Do you remember that? We were in my room.
It was your first song, but I remember, like, I think we had gone to even the studio together. Yeah. So that was, honestly, it's nice to be here talking about music and knowing that we have that backstory.
That history.
It's kind of a little full circle for me.
Yeah, this was literally like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah. In my room. I was like, so how exactly? And she's like, do it like this. I'm like, okay. So that's a little flashback that I got right there.
That's a cute story.
What are some of the biggest challenges you guys face as an artist? So this question is twofold. So what's the biggest challenges? And then what are some of the biggest challenges you've had throughout the pandemic?
Okay, so there are many. Let's just start with the way that music has changed. Like, you know, Bob, I'm sure you can relate. Like, we're at the age now where we've seen things go from, like, cassette tapes, CDs, MP3s,
that's right.
streaming online. So that transition and the pace at which things accelerated, that's been difficult to navigate, you know, because there was a time where I was stuck on really wanting to put out an EP on CD. I thought that was important, and people were on streaming, and I'm like, no, like,
you
the physical copy, right? You know what I mean? So that was a little challenging. You know, for a lot of women, I don't know what it's like on men's side, but I've heard some conversations about it. Physical appearance, you know, weight issues, whether you're pretty enough.
Wow.
The whole colorism issue. Those things are challenging.
Have you ever faced, like, backlash because you're black?
And I wouldn't say because I'm black, but because but being plus size. Right,
girl, you're beautiful.
And I mean,
look at her right now. Okay,
first of all,
like, let's stop.
Actually, we'll let you finish your story. And then we'll go on.
I had to stop to say, no, girl, you are
wait
beautiful.
a second. Very distracting.
The way I look right now took work. Okay, and so I've been with people that have talked to me about my weight and it possibly being an issue, and me only being me being able to only be recognized as a neo-soul artist because I had a certain shape and a certain weight.
They put them in a group.
Wow.
Right?
But look at
Lizzo. Like back in the day, but this was back in the day. Right? Yeah. So back in the day, it really hurt my confidence.
Of course.
And so it took me a while. Like, and you know what? It kind of worked out in my favor because that's the reason why I got into Musipreneurship, because I'm like, if I can't do this as an artist, then I need to find something else. Music is me. Right. So we just gonna find some way to spin it.
Love that.
Right?
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
But I mean, it was a challenge, and for many years, I just stopped completely and just went out into the workforce.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then just, you know, learning the business, understanding the new sounds, genre bending. They're challenges.
So just going back to, like, that being the challenge and being categorized in a certain like, you know, I know you took time off and you went back to your workforce. How did you get out of that and come back into it again and say, you know what, F it, like, you know, I'm gonna just, Like how you, like you're doing great right now. How did you get here from there?
I must say I'm really grateful for people. Like I know a lot of people have talked about haters, and I haven't really experienced that.
Oh man.
A lot of people have been really supportive.
Wow.
And have just been saying you have a great voice and what have you. And another thing that has kind of put me back into the music space is just my ability to connect with others. Like that's how Bobbi and I got linked up. I just booked a trip to London randomly, and I spoke to people. And at this point, we consider each other family, you know? So at this point, I'm helping other artists do their thing. And like, so other people just kind of talking to me having the personality that I have, and again, music being me, like I never truly felt comfortable just not doing music. I would always go back to it. So at some point I was like, you know what, girl, like it ain't that bad. Just
keep pushing.
Exactly.
Keep going.
Keep
going.
And you have such a personality too, to just be able to
your
make
energy.
those connections. And I think energy, you said you haven't had haters, like people have been supportive. Energy is
Your
everything.
Like
what you put out there, and I always say this, it's really what comes back to you.
Absolutely.
Whether it be immediate or delayed, it really just comes back to you through opportunities, through encouragement, all of these things. So I think it's just like, you know, it's all out to you what you're doing. So that's dope. Bobbi, what about you? What are some of the biggest challenges you face as an artist?
This is throughout the pandemic, yeah?
No, just in general or throughout the pandemic. Yeah.
Over here it's different. Like hate is real.
Oh no! Come on, London. Come on, London.
But I'd say some of the biggest challenges I've faced is being light skinned.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
That's
kind of a reverse from what we feel up here.
North America.
That's surprising.
Yeah, we have this like bad stigma of light skinned people over here. Like,
Are they too soft?
no, it's not even that. It's just like everyone thinks that we think we're better than everybody. So
It's the same stigma
that's
up here.
everywhere.
Okay,
That's the same thing here too.
Yeah.
in reality, like me, like Toy knows me, like I'm not that person, like at all.
Very humble guy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm down to earth. I got a pure heart. I click with people. I connect with people, and that's how I am. So that's been a challenge. I guess along the way as well, just dealing with life situations and that affecting how I make music. So you come to points in your life when, you know, things just ain't going right, you know, whether it be with family, friends, it could be a job, it could be anything. Yeah, and that has a knock-on effect. You know, you get writer's block, you can't get creative, and you find yourself in a pit for a little while, and that's the frustrating part, because you want to make music, but you physically can't, and your brain just ain't working the way it usually works when you want to get creative. So I'd say that was, especially in the pandemic, that was a problem, because I'm always used to being like, 'cause I DJ every week, like I'm out there, you know, and that's how I met Toy.
Nice.
There's a store over here called JD Sports, and I was DJing in the store, and Toy just walked in, and she was like, "You got like a SoundCloud or something." So I gave her my Instagram, and we just stayed connected ever since.
Oh,
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That's literally how we met. But yeah, so I DJ all the time. So as soon as this lockdown hit, I was like, shit, what am I gonna do? Sorry, I don't know if I should swear. I don't know.
You're okay.
But I was like, yeah, like shoot, I don't know what to do now, because that's every week for me, and that keeps me sane. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's like my breakaway from home. Like I'm a father, so you know the kids get crazy sometimes. Like, and that's just okay, cool. I'm going to play music tonight. I can let loose. I can play. I can enjoy myself, take in the environment. And that was hard to deal with. And just in general, like I think with being an artist, making music and stuff like that, like when you have the ability, maybe more of an ability than other people, you're just automatically seen as a threat. And people just they don't want to help you. You know, they might be in a better position than you and can help you. But because you are the guy that could potentially overtake them, they ain't trying to give you no spot. You know what I'm saying?
You're a threat. That's why.
You're a threat.
So that's been a hard thing, and recently has made me like kind of, okay, let me step back a bit. Let me go back to the drawing board and try and figure out a new route.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, instead of like trying to go to this person, that person. Now it's got everybody wondering, okay, what's Bobby doing? Because he quiet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's so many different things.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that's been your experience. Honestly, it's not cool when, you know, people have access to certain things, certain resources, certain people, and you know what I mean? Just because of jealousy or seeing you as a potential threat, they withhold those resources. Like, that's not cool. It's like we need to elevate one another when and where possible. You know what I mean? And I'm big about that.
I'm not sorry for it, and the reason I'm not sorry for it is because it shaped me as a man. Like all of those experiences, all of the bad treatment, and just general hate, like not even because I'm light skinned, like I first said, just because they don't like me, because I can do something they may not be able to do. Like that's made me the person I am now. So it's like I'm very at one point in time I always used to be like, why? Like why me? And then as I got older, it was like, no, you got this. You've dealt with worse. Like you got this.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it now.
Yeah.
And I also think too, like, you know, when I hear you guys' story too, I'm a firm believer, like, whatever is for you is not going to miss you.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes it's like, there's our plan and then there's God's plan.
Right.
And sometimes we always think, oh, we need to be in this room, so we need to be with these people. But really, like, there's a reason why God is blocking those blessings, because you don't know what's going to come with it.
Yeah.
And when it's usually your time, you're going to, like, look back and be like, oh, maybe that's why I was supposed to be that person.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't know it was that person, right? But at the time of it, though, it's so disappointing and probably frustrating, being like, why can't you put me on? Come on.
Exactly.
You know, because you know you got it. You know they got you. But really, that's not God's plan for you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where I feel like, you know, I don't know if you're spiritual, like that's something to like be looked at, but shout out to be strong and just know that like I got this. And you got this, you know.
It's all about timing, right?
Yeah.
It is, definitely.
Yeah.
You want to push. You want to push. Because you have goals.
Yeah.
You set for yourself, right? Sometimes definitely, like you said, it isn't God's plan, but the thing that makes it disappointing is because you, especially as ambitious people, you know what I mean, you set your goals, you set your intentions, you write them down, you stare at them, you're doing everything you feel like you're supposed to
the
do.
vision board,
all of that. And then
hello,
hey,
God.
like you said this works. Hello.
Yeah.
Right?
No, nothing before it's time, right?
Nothing before
Yeah,
it's time.
truly.
I believe that.
I believe that.
I can't help but notice this jewelry you got on.
And her beauty at the same time.
Talk to me.
Everything's
What's
so
up with the
distracting.
jewelry?
Thank you. So this is my logo.
Hey,
Oh,
okay.
So I got a set of earrings done.
Wow.
I had a run done, and a lot of people really seem to like them. So I'm gonna do another
They're
run.
dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another run.
Okay.
I'll rock
Thank
them.
you.
I'll rock
Girl,
them.
listen,
Yeah.
I need to get another run done. I'm blessed. I'm gonna bring through some for the ladies.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Trying to get the little charm bracelet that, you know, a set.
Yes.
The ladies look
I'm down.
They're
fly.
cute. That's a
So
vibe.
fly.
I'm
So,
for
yeah.
it. I'm for it. I had to just throw that in there.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. It looks vibe. It looks vibe.
Definitely.
Bobby, you gotta find yourself. What you got for Bobby?
Yeah, I will think about maybe Bobby and I can collab on a little
Logo situation.
set for the men.
Why not?
Whatever it is.
Let's go.
Maybe like a belt buckle.
There's an
or something.
idea.
Let's go.
You know?
Let's go right there.
All right.
Actually brought me, it was a couple years ago now, right?
A jacket, yes.
Yeah?
A jeans jacket with truth over illusion, because TOY stands for truth over illusion.
Wow.
That is something that I like to carry into my music, my musipreneurship. Anything that I do, like there's a story, there's a truth to it. I'm not into
The hums.
I'm not into the fake stuff. The smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
So
I love that.
We're always
authenticity.
Truth, right?
Authenticity is beautiful. Yeah.
So I brought him a jacket.
Dope.
He rocked it. Looked dope.
Hey. That's a real supporter right there.
That's a real supporter right there.
Shout out.
And all you need is just one person to believe you sometimes.
That's
Just give me just one person that believes in me and I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, so I love to see like your energy, the both of you is just so dope and that you got each other.
Songs together, collaborating.
Yeah.
Got one coming out soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
It's called Lock This Up.
Okay.
Lock this up. We're not gonna get there just yet. Whoa, pump the brakes, pump the brakes, pump the brakes.
Wait a second.
Pump the brakes. We gonna get there. We gonna ease into it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay, we'll pump that. Okay.
So, I got one more question for you. I know you lived out of Toronto at one point in time. Where was it again?
Where did I live?
You were going to school somewhere.
In Mexico.
Okay.
I lived in Mexico.
Oh.
Jamaica for a little bit.
Okay.
I didn't know that part.
Yes.
How long were you in Mexico and how long were you in Jamaica?
I was in Mexico for 3 months. Studying Spanish.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It looks like
You
a
speak
cool
it?
experience. When you were posting, I was like, oh my God, go ahead.
Yeah, girl. Yeah. So I was taking when I graduate, I'll graduate with a certificate of proficiency in Spanish and in French.
Nice.
So I went to complete the last requirement for the Spanish course.
Very nice.
Yeah, and it was really cool because, again, music is me. Like, I went out there and someone from the town that I was staying in had been following me on Instagram.
Wow.
So I got to link up with the person. And as a matter of fact, that is the person that made this.
Wow,
Great.
look at
We
that.
have a little video. We sat down in a cafe,
Oh
had
my
un
God.
cafecito.
Cafecito.
You know, cafecito. Shout out to my brother Eric Gutierrez.
Okay. Talk about it. Come on, accent.
Woo!
They have what do you call it? That the movie Coco.
Yeah.
That talks about Dia de los Muertos, which happens in a lot of the Latin countries, and I got to experience a Dia de los Muertos with him. He brought me to the cemetery, and I spent time with his family there and all of that.
That's
Oh, cool.
beautiful.
So yeah, it was
Nice.
it was dope.
Okay.
I feel like because of your energy, you attract that. Like, you know, you
Yeah.
feel like you attract
You
these
attract
things.
people.
Whatever it
attract
is,
people.
God, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anywhere else that you've lived other than Mexico, Jamaica?
She's coming to London next.
I'm coming to listen.
You live there?
London and me gotta fit. I'm gonna gift myself
Yeah.
a graduation gift. I'm gonna gift myself with a couple months in London to just move and shake and do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, you got Bobby. Listen, I got a
Bobby.
ton of siblings in London. They'll
Listen,
help
I'm
you,
saying,
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna
Yeah.
stop there too this
Listen,
year. So
come through, pull up. Listen, we have a whole network.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
NGK in London, let's go.
Bobby,
We're ready.
Bobby, at your spot. NGK London at your spot. Okay.
Okay.
Bobby. I know. Listen, I know it's after midnight there. We're gonna need a little bit more energy, Bobby. NGK in London at your spot. Okay.
I'm gonna send you some videos of the spot that I DJ at.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
We
Let's
got a
go.
promotion. Shout out Bobby on
We
that.
are
We
ready.
have a legit spot.
Let's go. All right, that's what I like to hear.
We're ready. Okay.
Do you see yourself planting roots? Like, where do you see yourself living? Where are you like targeting in terms of where do you think you could excel most in your music career?
So I'll be honest. I've definitely my energy and the way that I like to do things has totally skipped over the American market.
Really?
Because for a while I felt like the American market was there was a mold that you have to fit in music. Whereas when I go out to London, they are very experimental with their music and their sound.
Yes.
Always found the artist there.
Right. You know, we had
Interesting.
several conversations about the origins of garage, grime, right, you know, and how just the different sounds and the sped up BPM, the way they meshed R&B with rap, and now you're having a lot of like Afrofusion, and you have a lot of the Middle Eastern cultures there.
Yes.
They're so like
diverse.
melting pot. When I say melting pot, and you hear, that comes out in the music. So I feel for me, with the goals that I have, I would station myself in London for a couple of months, and taking a trip to South Africa or Nigeria is the same time time as taking a trip from here to like Jamaica.
Yes.
But for me, I want to expand my roots out to the other side of the world as well, because doing it here for me, I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's accessible because Toronto's home.
Yes.
You know,
True.
but that's a goal for me. I would station myself in London and then make moves into. I love South African house.
Yes,
love
it's
it.
like different, you know.
Love it. So I wanna have a hub there. You know, a hub in Nigeria, Ghana for starters. I have a couple people in Zambia. You know, so
South Africa is definitely.
That's
South
dope.
Africa kind of reminds me of this, like. They don't care about what you're thinking about them. They've been through it all, especially the Black South Africans.
They're way more eclectic than us.
They are way more eclectic, and they're still going through it up to this day. But what I like about when you, like you say, like they use that Afro house to their, like they just maximize it. Like you're gonna know that this is us and this is for us and with us, and like, and I feel like a lot of people feel comfortable there. It's like a home. It's not North America, but it's not Africa. But it's not it's not EDM. You don't know what it is. So you're forced to be yourself to really enjoy the moment. I feel like that's what you're kind of attracted to. That's
absolutely.
I think that's incredible. Were you gonna say something?
No, I was just saying, just being in London, a lot of like the slang and what London's identifiable, like with the culture that we have in Toronto. So it's easy to get along there.
Okay.
You know, it's close.
It's close.
Very cultural in that sense.
What about you, Bobby? Have you always been in London?
Say that again?
Have you always been in London?
Yeah, well, I grew up in London. I'm outside of London now. But I grew up mainly East and North London. So East London, like, I don't know if you guys have heard of like Wiley or Skepta. Like, these are like big people over here, and like I grew up in both of the areas, like where they were prominent, basically. So London from when I was young, up until I was about, I'd say 21, 22, and then I moved out of London when I knew my son was going to be born, and I just moved away. You know, London's lit, but London's got a lot of trouble too.
So I hear.
Yeah, so where I was, it just wasn't a place where I wanted to bring my son up, so I got out. But where I am now, I basically live in the countryside.
Like to the suburb.
The countryside seems more safe for the fam.
That's
you know?
a family situation. It's a family movement. You know.
I'm in the sticks. I've got a little boy and I've got 2 little girls. So
how old are they?
my boy, he is 8 now. My first daughter, she is 6, and then the youngest, she's 2, about to be 16.
I love that. Good for you. Any more plans to have more?
Hell no.
Wow, you could have made it seem like you were considering it. You know what I mean? You shut that down quick.
Sure.
No, I feel you.
Toy knows how they are, like especially the girls.
Game over.
They're beautiful girls, and they
Yeah.
The little one, she got some pepper to her.
I think that's girls though. I can definitely relate. No, shout out to you for that, for sure.
I love that. So I gotta ask Segue a little bit. Which artist would you like to collaborate with? I'll start with you.
Ari Lennox.
Oh,
Ari Lennox.
I love.
She fits your kind of like.
She fits you like.
Yeah.
I love that girl. The texture of her voice.
Yeah.
The subject matter. She brings the raw subject matter over in a way where it doesn't feel like you can't listen to it in front of your parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She says it, but it's not like turn that racket up. It's not WAP-ish.
Yeah.
No.
You know, it's not
graceful.
WAP-ish. It's graceful.
It's graceful.
Yeah.
Love her.
I love
Okay.
that. How about you, Bobby?
An artist I like to collab with.
Yeah.
There's a group over here called Western.
I feel like I can't wait to go back on Instagram after. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I know, right? Weston.
Western, they are dope. Like they're like one of the dopest like male groups over here. But there's someone specifically in the group called Hailey. and he's the main vocalist, and his voice is, it's something special. I'd love to do a track with him. I'm not gonna lie.
It's interesting that you said male group. Like, we don't hear too many groups anymore, right?
Yeah. No, you don't.
I was talking about that the other day, and I'm like, what happened? You guys remember, like, we had Boys to Men.
Backstreet Boys.
Blackstreet.
112.
NSYNC. 112. Drew Hill.
Oh
like,
my God,
are you
Drew
kidding me?
Hill.
What happened to all these groups? And Destiny's Child. Like,
mature.
You know what I mean? TLC.
TLC.
SWV.
Right, all of them. It's like, what happened to all the groups? I literally was reflecting the other day. I'm like, but wait. You don't have a single group, so I gotta check them out. What are they called?
Weston.
WSTRN.
Okay, you're gonna have to text us on the ones, like, you know.
Yeah, gotta check them out. Check them out, guys. Check them out.
Yeah, check them out.
All right, cool.
Awesome. If you could pick anywhere in the world to shoot a music video, where would it be and why? And I know you mentioned some countries, but
anywhere in the world to shoot a music video. Yeah, I might.
Like be a music video that you've been thinking about, you've been drawing and painting.
Oh boy. That's a hard one. There's so many places that I want to go.
First one that comes to mind.
The first one that comes to mind. I'm sure there's like 20.
You know, Tanzania with some giraffes.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Yo, that'd be a vibe. Oh my god.
Yeah, Tanzania. Literally, there was a producer that I was working with in Tanzania. Shout out to that producer. You know why I shout out that producer? Cause you ran off with my ish. You ran off with it. So shout out you. I would love to come to Tanzania, shoot the video, and then when you see it, and you know that you should have just stuck with me and dealt with me properly. That's another challenge. You should have just dealt with me properly.
Oh wow.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Too bad. Put you on notice.
Well, I will say, if you ever want to go back to Tanzania or Kenya, I'm from there. So if you want a place to stay, well, you figure out what to do.
Hey.
We'll situate you because it's Africa.
Okay.
So don't worry, she's good.
She don't need you.
Okay.
She won't need you. Okay.
Oh my god.
Tanzania is beautiful. You'll love it.
Okay, I'm excited to go. I'm going. Booking tickets.
Okay, well, and how about you, Bobbi? Somewhere you like? What is somewhere you've thought about, and if you had the opportunity, you will take it in a second and not even think about it.
Probably somewhere in the Caribbean.
Jamaica,
Trinidad. Jamaica.
Barbados.
Trinidad.
Oh gosh, Trinidad.
Hey, Trinidad wins.
In my head, car.
Hey, Bobbi knows what's up.
Oh my god.
Yes, Bobbi.
So Bobbi, just a question. You want me to? Have you been in Toronto before, or I forgot to ask?
No. But
come on.
Oh, you gotta come through.
You need
You
to
come through.
You gotta come through.
You gotta come through.
We are working it out for him.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All right.
We are working it out for him.
Okay.
Just a little hint. It has a little bit to do with the musipreneurship aspect of it. So we are working it out for Bobbi to get over here.
Okay.
2 years can't pass when you're not here. I'll kick your ass.
There you go.
I'm coming. Don't worry, I'm coming.
So, okay, but so then back to your question. So why the Caribbean? Like, you know, so why Trinidad? What inspired you?
I just love my roots. Like, I'm Jamaican, so I love my roots, but I love all the islands, you know. And mainly what I play when I'm out, it's like dancehall. You know, I just did an event like 2 weeks ago, and it was like carnival vibe. So pure soca, pure bashment. And the gal just a wind up themselves and just, you see it, just a free up themselves. You can tell, you know. So
not mad at that.
Like, you know, that answer just got him alive. Like, I answered that question. No, I love it. How do you find the Toronto scene? Because we hear a lot of creatives like talk about how it's a little difficult for a lot of people to collaborate in Toronto, and everybody's fending for themselves, and maybe that's why Toronto is not even recognized as a music scene unless you hear Drake.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Formerly, yes. Currently, not so much.
Okay.
Let me big up the city first.
Okay.
Because, and I think Bobbi can relate on this front. When you are a city that has been so overlooked because of what is going on with the powers that be, you understand?
Yes.
Especially for like urban music, you can't really get played on a station. A lot of the music formerly was folk, right? you know, nobody wasn't trying to hear no rap, no R&B and what have you. So you have like little pocket stations, you know, even I'm sure Bobbi can talk about with all the underground and pirate stations, you know, where that's the only place you could have heard urban music for a minute, you know. So of course everybody's gonna try and fend for themselves. Like there are so many of us trying to do this thing and we can't get heard. We gotta leave. We gotta fit in where we get in and ride it till the wheels fall off.
We had WBLK for the longest time, and it's pure fuzz that you're hearing on the radio. Like,
Exactly.
when Flow came about.
Exactly.
But it's just as of lately, right?
But Flow was the one
Yeah.
station, right? And then Flow sold out, and then G, the one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it's like it takes a lot.
Exactly. But I think a lot of artists now are really starting to see the power in coming together. And there's just a whole, you know, people are starting to just talk up and demand what they want in the city. And a lot of eyes are starting to come here. Just the same as in London, right? So things are changing and people are really collaborating and working together. And I've you know, experienced that. A couple weeks ago, I was able to pull together a bunch of Toronto artists to present to the BBC, right?
Like
BBC
that.
Radio, right?
Yeah,
and it was dope just to see how many people were like, yeah, you know, let's do this.
Let's collaborate.
Right?
It takes that one person to just kind of start steer the wheel and like throw the encouragement.
Exactly.
I don't know if you know Rooks, right?
Absolutely.
Rooks, super
Shout out
dope.
Rooks.
Shout out Rooks.
Shout out Rooks.
If you know Rooks, like it's funny because I bumped into her accidentally and I didn't even know how like what she was really trying to do. I remember her from Sandbox Studios. Like I'm not even a music artist, but like one day we're just chilling. She's like, you know what, just come through and say hi because we met at church. And and she has been fighting for this. I've never haven't seen somebody. Sometimes I'm just like, my goodness. And now she's obviously at the very top, and she's not even trying to stop. Like, you know, she's one of those, like, she started from the bottom and she's sharing her story unapologetically and really trying to make sure that like artists know you can come to her. She's just so open and I love that. So I brought that up because she's the first person I kind of heard. I heard like, you know, when I was chilling with her and I was like, wow, I never understood this happens in the music industry, you know. So she was my first kind of exposure in what's happening in Toronto per se. So
Rooks is amazing.
So I was like, you have to know her the way you talk and the way she like. I'm like, I'm sure
it's
you
a
know.
small pool of people, so you gotta know Rooks. I know Rooks, but I don't know her. You know what I mean? Because I follow her story. You know, I keep up to date with her. So she's always like advocating for artists and stuff like that.
All the time. All the time.
Super cool. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Well, we're gonna switch it up.
Okay.
Are you guys both in a relationship?
You already know.
You already know. You
can answer first.
Nobody gets away with this question.
Are you in a relationship, Bobbi? Bobbi?
Are you in a relationship?
Are you in a relationship?
Are you single?
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah.
You're single?
No, I'm in a relationship.
Are you in a relationship? And what about you, Toy?
No, I'm not. I'm in a situationship.
You're a situationship. Okay. With that being said, with that being said, like, how do you guys balance being in a relationship and in this industry? Because it's a lot of late nights, studio time. It always runs until the peak hours of the night. So.
It was, I recall a relationship that I was in, and it's difficult. Like, some people understand, some people don't understand. It's hard to, you know, give time. Like, I had a couple people, because I'm dating, right? I'm not committed to anything because I'm in a situationship. But a couple people that I'm dating right now. Well,
a couple people.
I'm talking. Look, I'm talking.
Hey,
girl, listen. Tell your truth. So a couple people that I'm talking to right now, you know, they're kind of asking for time, and I'm like, you know, this weekend's just been super busy, you know, and I
busy, booked, and blessed. I'll fit you when
it's
I can.
a blessing and a curse at the same time.
It is. Yeah. It is. But you know, it's just, I feel like the person that can understand that. Yeah. Because on the flip side too, because I know what it is, when you're busy, I'm not going to stress you out. Yeah. The person that can understand that, I feel like that's the person that I would get along with best.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about explaining your situation.
Yeah.
Apologizing all the time.
And
so you know what it is.
Because I'll explain. Like, when you're first getting to me, I'll explain. You can even ride along if you need to. You know what I mean? But once you get it, like, I hope you get it, because if you start trying to come in between that, you got to go.
Yeah.
All of this time I've been single, and I've been building whatever I have for myself.
To stop this because of you? What are you bringing? What's up?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And what about you, Bobbi? What about you? We know you DJ over there, and you know you look like a pretty boy.
You look like a pretty boy.
Nice hair.
I'm sure you have some groupies over there. So how do you balance being in a relationship, DJing, being an artist?
I'm lucky in a sense because my girl's chill. She's so chill. Toy knows this. Like
Yes.
yeah, shout out Kes because she's chill. She gets it. She would never tell me, "Oh, you put this first," and that she's so supportive. Like, and I needed that because sometimes all the man needs is peace, man. Like,
wow,
that's all they
hear
ask
that
us
a lot.
for.
That's such a big.
You hear that a lot. Just be
like,
my peace.
Be
you
my
know?
peace, and a lot of people don't even understand that on both fronts. So what does that mean to you? Like being your peace. What does that feel like?
Yeah.
right. So I've been on both ends. So previous relationships, so that my son, I'm not with my son's mother. So it's different mom basically. But when I was with her, it was more like, you know, you need to work. There wasn't any time for me to kind of work on what I desired, like what my dream was, what my goals were. Do you know what I'm saying? It was like, you need to work, you need to pay bills, you need to do this, you need to, and I didn't have time to do music. So I was literally work home. And then we broke up. And when I got my freedom back, like when I finally took myself out of that situation mentally, I realized how much freedom I gained. And it made me not want to be in a relationship again. Because I was able to just go and do what I wanted to do. My priority was always, okay, go get Lil Man, make sure Lil Man's straight. But it was, okay, when I don't have him, this is my time. You know, nobody can tell me, you can't do this, you can't do that. Or you need to do this, you need to do that. Man, I'm out here and I'm going to get it. You know what I'm saying?
And just adding, like, he's an amazing father. He's an amazing, having the opportunity to see the way that he deals with his kids. It's not even like, I need to do what I want to do so I don't have no time for my kids. No, like, he has that balance. He's an amazing father.
So big ups. Big ups on the present fathers doing their thing.
Of course.
Okay.
So what do you guys have in store for us? What new and exciting projects do you guys have on the go?
What about Bossa Blanc?
Let's start with Toy. What new and exciting projects do you have going on?
Well, we did do, let's shout out to him because the first song that we did together was Bossa Blanc. Which he sent me, It was a little
I like
hard.
the title of it. We're just gonna slide over that.
I know where we're at, but it ain't that kind of bus.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, it's
already line over here.
It's a clutch, you know, when you go in the cover, you're like, boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
That is Bossa Blanc, right?
Great. Yes. Please.
That's where I lock this up. So Bossa Blanc, he's like, Toy, you know what? Like, let's do this song together. We were still getting to know each other, and he's not a person that trusts people easily, but he put his trust in me. To do the song. I was in Toronto doing it. He recorded his part in London.
Love that.
Sent it over, got mixed, and I flew over to London we shot the video over there, right?
Wow. Okay.
So that was dope, and the song is a club banger.
I can't wait.
Yes.
I can't listen. Can we say that one more time? The accent. And you say that? Can you say that?
Banga.
Banga. Okay.
I love it.
Lock This Up is dropping October 15th.
Okay,
Lock
so
this
bust
up.
So bust up,
New
lock
track.
this up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what like, elaborate.
Okay. So, Lock This Up. So there's an EP coming, and the whole theme of the EP is friends with benefits, right? The journey that you take with being friends with benefits.
Lord.
And so Lock This Up is the song where you get to the part where you're like, okay, I'm catching little feelings. You know, we've been doing this for a minute. Maybe we can just see where this goes, you know?
Oh boy.
Shout out my current FWB who introduced me to. So yeah.
Wow.
Listen, let me tell you about this bread and butter, okay?
Bread and butter.
Our tradition is we always try new wines when we get together to do our thing, you know?
Love it.
Try new wines. And so he introduced me to bread and butter, and it's been bread and butter ever since. Like, I love bread and butter.
Wow. And how fitting, because you're in bread and butter mode right now.
Exactly. I'm in bread and butter mode. Butter. So Lock This Up is basically just talking about, like, catch little feelings. You know, we've been doing this long. Maybe we can see what happened. You should lock this up, you know?
Okay.
Wow.
I absolutely
Dropping October 15th.
That.
Dropping October 15th.
Listen,
yo, guys.
October 15th.
October 15th.
We might have them back on just to
lock this up.
On the live.
Let's go.
go.
Can't wait to hear that. All right.
So
especially with cuffing season coming around the corner.
Very timely.
Perfect cuffing season song.
You are just, I see what you did there.
Watch the IG stories, they're spicy. Baby.
Hello.
Where can we find you?
Yeah.
Where can we find you online?
It's at official TOI. Official toy.
Okay.
Yes.
Guys.
And Bobby, where can we find you?
Bobbi_London on Instagram.
Bobbi_London. Listen, let's clarify how we spell Bobby in this case. Is it Bobby?
No, Bobbi.
Hey, all right. Okay. Gotta specify Bobbi_London.
My bad.
That's okay. No, don't worry. I got you.
We got you. That's
okay.
Bobbi_London
on the Instagram. Follow Bobbi. Listen, you guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks for sitting down with us. Bobbi, I know in London right now, it's way early in the morning. Probably past your bedtime. Wifey's probably like, what's going on? What are you doing? Where you at?
Yes,
I'm ready.
I'm
ready. You know what I mean? Not all of us are fortunate enough to be in relationship status. I'm a little bit jealous, Bobbi. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's why you get the answer.
Okay, though. Just make a call. Like, I'm coming through after. Like, take your off me.
Hello.
Like,
I love
you're dressed. Like, you're dressed. Like, where are you going after?
I was gonna say,
where are you going after?
So wherever the wind blows me, baby.
Okay.
Let's cheers to that as we end this. Oh, man.
Toya's going wherever the wind blows her tonight.
Yes.
Okay. Bobbi got wifey right there at home. Okay.
Shout out wifey.
Listen, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. It's been a joy to have you guys on. Can't wait till October 15th for that EP to drop. I will definitely be checking it out.
You guys will definitely be seeing it on our stories and our posts, shouting them out.
100%.
Thank you.
I'm going to hold you to that jewelry commitment because listen,
girl.
I'm saying
my ears are waiting for that.
Right?
No
problem.
Okay.
We got you.
All right. As you guys already know, listen, first and foremost, go ahead, Bobbi, Bobbi_London. Hit him up on IG.
Yep.
At official toy.
Come
TOI. Follow, subscribe, like, share, all of that good stuff. Then I need you guys to go ahead and do the same for 3 with NGK. Number 3-way with NGK on Instagram, Snapchat. Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Google Podcasts,
Facebook, YouTube, all of that, man. We're everywhere. Twitter, everywhere. Just follow us, man. Subscribe to that YouTube.
Tell your friend, you know?
Every day. Love you guys, man.
Thank you so much.
In.
Shout out to you guys. Peace.